On to the big story from Karnataka now. Full-fledged political war has erupted in the state over a statue of former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. Bengaluru civic body BBMP has floated a 1 crore rupee tender for installing a bronze statue of the former Prime Minister. A statue of Rajiv Gandhi already existed at the spot, but the civic body wants to replace it with new bronze statue of the late Congress leader. This has triggered a political face-off, with the BJP calling it state Congress's attempt to please the Gandhi-Nehru Parivar. Unfazed, the Congress government has said Rajiv Gandhi is their leader and they will go ahead with installation of his statue no matter what the BJP says.
Let they attack, let they tell anything. He is my leader. There was a statue which was not. I am not spending hundreds of crores. I know how much they spend on various statues in this country. He is my leader to my heart. He is a leader to the country. We have done it. There is nothing wrong in it. Let them shout.
The BJP is hit out of the Siddaramaiah government on two fronts. First, questioning the state government's priorities, pointing out that the statue is being built at a time when the Deputy CM himself has accepted there is a crash crunch and said that there is no money for fresh developmental projects. Secondly, the BJP is targeted the Congress government over choosing to build Rajiv Gandhi's statue instead of a statue of Bhuvaneshwari Devi, which is a deity representing the Kannada identity. Remember, the BJP had proposed to build a Bhuvaneshwari Devi statue when it ruled Karnataka.
During our regime, we erected two statues of one Basveshwara and Kempegoda in front of Vidhan Sabha. And during my last budget, had announced setting up of a Bhuvaneshwari. Bhuvaneshwari is a ardent worshipped mother of Kannadigas. They are trying to build a statue of Rajiv Gandhi. But these people are trying to please their masters.
Rajiv Gandhi statue already was existing there.
First family of the Congress party. What is becoming a matter of some debate is that there are funds for a statue of Rajiv Gandhi ji, but can there be denial of funds for, say, Bhuvaneshwari Devi ji, which is a goddess? What are the priorities of the Karnataka government? It seems that development should not take place because they overcommitted themselves on poll promises.
कांग्रेस पार्टी ने वो राजीव गांधी जी का मूर्ति लगाने से इन लोगों को परेशान है। कांग्रेस सरकार वहाँ जनता के साथ आपने पूछना, कांग्रेस सरकार ने क्या वादा किया था वो पूरा करने का काम कर रहे हैं वन बाय वन। तो इसीलिए बीजेपी का जो लीडर्स है ना थोड़ा मेंटली डिस्टर्ब है।
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Taking this across to our guest, Madhu Rao is with us, spokesperson of the Karnataka BJP. Dr. Anand Ranganathan is with us, author. Abdul Razzack Khan is a political analyst joining us. But I first and foremost want to go across to Tanveer Ahmed, political analyst. Tanveer Ahmed, you would have heard the arguments of the BJP. They say this is a case of misplaced priorities. The government's priorities are misplaced, particularly due to the fund crunch owing to the huge promises that were made, which are costing the exchequer about 50,000 crores. How do you respond to that, Tanveer?
Firstly, we need to really know who's late Rajiv Gandhi and his contribution. Late Rajiv Gandhi ji was the Prime Minister of India. His contribution is humongous. Computerization of railways, PCOs, the way telecom started working and making all... I mean, today my daughter can really vote because of Rajiv Gandhi ji. He really brought it the age from 21 to 18. And Rajiv Gandhi was a supreme leader. Just painting and saying that Karnataka is having no money is absolutely rubbish and stupid, because we are highest among GDP than any other state in Karnataka. To spend 1 crore 5 lakh rupees for Rajiv Gandhi statue, I think it is not a big amount. And why do we need to have a statue of Rajiv Gandhi? Very reason is let people really know who was he. I mean, the same way, I would really appreciate if at all we are going to have Atal Bihari Vajpayee's statue, because his contribution is humongous. But today, BJP, who has absolutely lost all their ground here in Karnataka, want to make an issue which is definitely a non-issue out of an issue, saying that, Karnataka government is spending. Let me just tell this. Karnataka, whether it BJP comes, JDS comes or Congress comes, Karnataka was, is and will be rich. and we are a very, very strong state, and we can really have a statue and spend 1 crore 5 lakhs. I don't think it is really going to have any problem on the exchequer, and the BJP should really pick up issues which are important, which are going to bring differences in our life, rather than picking up an issue which is
let me bring in Madhu Rao on that. Madhu Rao, 2 points of contention. One is that Rajiv Gandhi was a tall leader. He's been the former Prime Minister of the country, and 1 crore for the Karnataka budget is not a big amount. That's what Tanveer says. Your response?
Madhav, good evening. The fact of the matter remains that it is a psychophancy of the Congress party. Point one. Point two, I really don't understand how are they trying to source this 1 crore where they do not have even money to buy, forget about 5 kgs of rice, 100 grams of rice these people cannot buy, this government. And they're boasting about talking tall things. Point two. Point three, you see today what is the state of affairs in Karnataka. Milk has increased, curds has increased, excise duty on liquor has increased, motor vehicles have increased, excise duty on the liquor has increased, construction materials have increased, stamps and registration has increased, everything has increased thanks to the Congress government. A person who has given 14 times budget, I mean, if he's trying to mop up the resources in such a way and try to offload 1 crore to the building of a statue of Rajiv Gandhi. And I was just listening to Tanveer Ahmed about the contributions of Rajiv Gandhi. I would also suggest the Congress party also install next to Rajiv Gandhi for 85%, so that people also come to know that this was the very same person who told 85% goes into corruption. I mean, where are we heading to? I mean, it's really mockery of things what is happening in Karnataka, Madhav. Look at the state of affairs of the... 1 minute. Tanveer, let me talk, please. Tanveer, let me talk, please. It's my time. It is my time. You don't file wakalat for Congress party. You are neither there nor here. Please wait. Today, finance department has written a letter.
Gentlemen, no personal jibes, please. No personal jibes. 1 second.
Today, finance department has written a letter. Madhav.
Yeah, Tanveer.
It's my time.
Tanveer, I'm going to give... 1 second. Let me just hear me out. Madhu, I think we are wasting time of other panelists also by doing this. Tanveer, let Madhu complete his point. I'm giving him 20 seconds to complete his point, and then I come to you. Yeah, 20 seconds, Madhu, quickly.
Today, the finance department has written a letter that we do not have money for any of the guarantees, and the MLAs have written a letter, please provide for development. TCM is on record to say there is no money fund for development. CM is on record to say there is no money for development. And the Congress government has all the money to install.
Okay, Tanveer, respond to that. Tanveer, it's a matter on record. You are saying it's not a big amount, but there is no money for development. MLAs have raised this issue. Mr. Shiv Kumar has said as much on record, and of course, Mr. Siddaramaiah has also admitted as much.
See, firstly, Mr. Madhu Rao, who's a very learned member and a good friend of mine, needs to really know how is a budget present. What was when DK Shivakumar spoke saying that there is no money. He was speaking that there is no extra money. He wasn't really talking about development work. There is enough development work. Development is happening here. The roads, infrastructure, railways, metro, everything is absolutely doing fantastic. And people, women traveling, Anna Bhagya, a lot of
Sir, did he not say there is no money for new projects, Tanveer Ahmed? Didn't he say this?
Absolutely a blatant lie. Nobody had written a letter, and no MLA really came forward saying
Tanveer, you're not listening to my question. You're not answering my question. Didn't he say there is no money for new developmental projects? Yes or no?
Yes, he said that.
So that's the point that's being made.
Exactly.
See, Madhav, what is new development, Madhav? New development is, as something which is an accessory. It is not necessary. Anything which is necessary, which is needed for the state, the state government is
this statue is very necessary. Without this statue, what will happen to the people of Karnataka?
How are they really going to have?
What will happen to the people of Karnataka without this statue, sir? Please tell me. How will it, tear the social fabric or take people below the poverty line or ensure that they do not get health or education facilities?
Yes,
what will happen?
People, my daughter would definitely not know the person who has given her the right to vote at the age of 18 was Rajiv Gandhi. She would definitely not know. This statue would bring people closer to history.
Okay, let me bring in Dr. Anand Ranganathan. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, I think you need to come in on this now. Yes.
Yes, thank you. Good evening, Madhav, and good evening to my fellow panelists. My brother Tanveer, I love him, I adore him, and not only because he's climbed the Everest, but today, unfortunately, he's climbing a mountain of lies. Because out here, this is a Times of India report where DK Shivkumar is saying we cannot allocate any money to the MLAs for work in constituencies. Forget about development work. He is not allocating money. It's not new projects, Tanveer. And as far as your lovely daughter not knowing that Rajiv Gandhi brought in this, brought in that, aren't history books serving a purpose? Or do you plan to write in a plaque below the statue, here is Rajiv Gandhi who allowed 18-year-olds to vote? But Madhav, now can I come back to this question? There are a couple of points I'd like to make. Number one, left to me, I think 1 crore is a bit too less. They should have given 2 crores so that along with Rajiv Gandhi, statue of Warren Anderson also should have been made. So that to put Rajiv Gandhi in context. Because remember, it is the same Congress that objected to Statue of Unity being made of Sardar Patel when BJP was making it. And it is the same Congress that gave Bharat Ratna to Sardar Patel, the man who freed India. In the same year, they gave Bharat Ratna to Rajiv Gandhi, the man who freed Warren Anderson. So I demand that a statue of Warren Anderson be added to the statue of Rajiv Gandhi, and I am prepared to do a crowdsourcing collection of 1 crore so that 1 plus 1 crore, 2 crores, we make Rajiv Gandhi hand in hand with Warren Anderson.
Respond to that. Respond to that, Abdul Razzack Khan.
First of all, Madhav, we need to understand that this statue was first unveiled on 18th March 2021. It was a concrete statue. Now it is being replaced with a bronze one. I don't know with what morality does the BJP question the reinstallation of this statue, because for one night, they spent, to repair 23 kilometers of road. They spent 14 crores in just one night. That was for Modi ji's short visit of 3 hours. When Modi ji visited Shivamogga airport for its inauguration, they spent 27 crores, of which only 4.2 crores was spent to ferry people to the venue. And the people, they were school students, they were villagers who were ferried in buses. Only for Modi ji's one visit, they spent 4 crores. With what morality do they question if the Congress is trying to replace,
two wrongs make a right?
Replace the statue with a bronze one?
Is he not doing whataboutery now?
Sir, it is not 2 wrongs make a right. The Bangalore city was reeling with troubles. There were potholes. The Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagara Palike, the Bangalore Municipal Corporation did not have money to repair potholes at
Good
that
point.
time.
No.
Last year.
Let me ask you, Abdul Razzack Khan. Let me ask you, Abdul Razzack Khan, do you not feel... One second, a simple question. Abdul Razzack Khan, just hear me out. Simple question. Do you not feel if this 1.05 crores is spent on roads and potholes, that will better serve the people of the city?
Definitely, sir. Everything has
then why have it?
So
then why have the statue?
Now
then why have the statue in the first place?
Sacrificed his life. Come on, we are not wasting money like how the BJP wasted. Sir, can you match this?
So 2 wrongs make a right.
17 crores being spent in just one night to repair 23 kilometers. Come on, that is not a reply.
That's the problem, sir. Sir, that's the problem. You will talk about the BJP's poor track record, and I'm not justifying the BJP or the Congress regimes. I believe for the past 20 years, successive regimes have actually failed the people of Karnataka, and particularly the city of Bengaluru, which deserve far better infrastructure for the amount of tax that it contributes to the central kitty. But let me ask one question of Madhu Rao of the BJP. Madhu Rao, Kempegowda statue was inaugurated during the BJP regime. You have proposed a Bhuvaneshwari statue. With what moral authority are you then saying that Rajiv Gandhi statue is wrong? Our statues are right.
Madhav, it was under a Ministry of Culture. There was a budget for that. Kindly understand. Please. Now we had a surplus of around 400 crores. That's a different issue.
Statue is
now
a statue, sir.
Situation.
How does it matter where the budget is coming from? It is public money that is going at the municipality level, at the state government level, at the central government level. It is public money. It is money that taxpayers like you and me actually send to the government that gets spent. How does it make a difference? It's not coming from any private sector money, is it?
We are at a situation now. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute, Anandji. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. We are at a situation now. We do not have money to pay the KSRTC employees. We do not have money to pay 14,000 guest lecturers. We do not have
Last
money
year we
to
did not
pay
have money
other things.
to
So therefore,
fill
at this point of why is it
potholes,
required
but
is the
still we
question.
spent 4
Why
crores.
was it necessary? The
Only
only
to
question we are
fill
trying to
people.
ask is,
3
today there is a
crores for
situation
green rooms.
where 11,000 crores
Can you match
of
it?
money which was allocated to SC/STs has been rerouted for guarantee schemes. This is the level at which financial impropriety is
Sir, we
happening.
are speaking
Okay.
First of all, you
just
require
1 crore
1
and
crore of
5
money.
lakhs.
My
We're
only
almost out
suggestion
of
is-
time. I want Dr.
4
Anand Ranganathan to
crores
respond to you.
only to
Madhu,
fill
Dr.
people.
Ranganathan has a question for you. I want him to come in now. Yes.
Yes, my good friend Madhuji. Mr. Khan, please allow me. Yes, I'm asking a question to Madhuji. My good friend Madhuji, it's a very simple question. I'm asking him not as a politician, but as a friend, conscientious, morally upright friend. Madhuji, given a choice, what would you spend 1 crore on? The statue, any statue, or giving to poor people, 100,000 poor people, 1 kg of rice? It's a simple question to you.
Sir, I would source 1 crore rupees at least to get 100 grams of rice. This government is not getting. They do not have money to give 5 kg of rice. We would at least source
the same thing-
1 crore to give 100 grams of rice to people.
Sir,
Madhav,
Yeah, Dr. Ranganathan, completely out of time.
Yeah.
Quickly.
So when you have chosen,
but in Bangalore you can have a
Sir, let Dr. Ranganathan complete his point. Abdul Razzack Khan, I'll come to you for 20 seconds. Quickly, let Dr. Ranganathan complete. We have just a minute left. Yes.
yes. So the Congress can also turn around and say that the budget for the culture ministry was allocated and we are going to renovate this through the culture ministry using your circuitous argument. But you have yourself said that given a choice, you would rather spend that money because it's a bankrupt state. You would rather spend that money not on the statue, but on giving rice to poor people.
Okay, 20
So why
seconds.
should
Abdul
Congress
Razzack
not do
Khan.
that?
Abdul Razzack Khan, 20 seconds.
The
Yeah.
bankruptcy started just 100 days back. We had a surplus of
Sir,
400 crores. Today we are at a
I really
deficit
appreciate
of
Okay.
4,000
Anand
crores.
Ranganathan ji saying that rice should be given to 100,000 people. Let me tell him very clearly, nowhere in the world you will get a rupee 10 meal full stomach. Come to Bengaluru, please.
Okay.
have 3 meals for just
Both
rupees 30.
both parties
You
will claim
not
to have
get
done the maximum for the people. Unfortunately, the larger question is that when politics is played over statues, it shows where the priorities really are of political parties, whether of ruling party or of the opposition. Ultimately, for citizens, what matters is whether those schemes are actually delivered to them, if the poll promises that were made are actually being delivered to them, and also, of course, for political parties about whether they've been responsible in making those promises. These are some of the questions that come out of this entire debate. I'd like to thank Madhu Rao, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, Abdul Razzack Khan, as well as Tanveer Ahmed for joining us this evening. Thanks so much.